This video is made possible by the following sponsors. Make sure to check out their awesome products in the links below. Hey guys, Jimmy here and welcome back to Project Cars 2 for another video. Now you've probably guessed by now by the very fashionable looking box on my head that we're going to be doing a video in VR today. To me, VR is still a bit of a novelty. I'm still sort of enjoying trying all the different sims and games in it at the moment. So I thought, why not do a video in Project Cars 2 VR and see how it holds up. Today we are going to be doing a 5-lap race around Spa-Francorchamps, one of my favourite circuits, in the Ford GT GTE car. Now I've picked the Ford GTE because apparently this is one of the cars that's actually a bit further along in terms of physics and force feedback on this version of the game. I'm on the press build, which from what I hear is a couple of months behind the current build of Project Cars 2. Now I got a lot of feedback on my first impressions video, some of it good, some of it bad. I wanted to address a bit of that before we go into this video. A lot of people seem to be under the impression that I am out to dislike Project Cars 2, that I'm out to discredit it because I'm a sim racer, I'm elitist, etc, etc, etc. That couldn't be further from the truth. Now granted, I didn't enjoy the first Project Cars title, but that doesn't mean by any stretch of the imagination that I don't want to enjoy Project Cars 2. Having more sims on the market that perform well and do what they're meant to do means that developers have stiffer competition, and ultimately means that us as a consumer, we get better products, so that's always a good thing. I have no investment in any sims at all. I'm not a part of RF2, I'm not a part of iRacing, I'm not a part of Assetto Corsa. I'm a completely third party to all of them. Of course I have my biases, I have my favourites of course, but I'm going to try and put those aside as much as I can and give you guys the most objective opinion I can. That's what this channel is based on. In fact, if anything, I have a slight investment in Project Cars 1 because I was one of the backers of Project Cars 1. So, you know, if anything, I'm more skewed to wanting it to be good because I put money into it first time around, but you get the idea. But anyway, that aside, let's get into this race and let's enjoy ourselves. Right then, on board in our Ford GTE car, manual control for this rolling start. 5 laps at Spa coming up, going for the bus stop now. Aston in front of me, BMW M6 to the right. Green just so we exit the bus stop, and away we go then. Gonna look to the right, look at my mirrors. Okay, we've got space there. Come to the inside of the Aston Martin, look up on this Ford GT as well. Coming up to the source, 5th gear already, then down to 1st gear on the anchors. Let's try and get close to this wall as possible. Nice, Ford GT in front, so I can't use the exit too much. Looks like we're good on the left. Yep, we're good. Free track, 2x2 in front of me as well, going down to Eau Rouge. Sorry, let's see how that works out for them. Looks like they're going to back out of it. No, still side by side. GT in front goes onto the gravel. Oh, big bit of understeer first time through there. Oh, my stomach goes a little bit as we go for Eau Rouge in VR. In the slipstream now. Oh, Ford on the brakes for some reason. They're not quite sure why I did that, but we're through. We're alive. Still good. Now up to Lacombe. Ford and Corvette fighting in front. We're 6th gear, nearly getting to the end of 6th gear. Heavy braking down to 3rd. Oh, contact in front. Ford just fucking ram raids the Aston. I think we're past the Ford though. I think we are running a bit wide there off the racing line. Now to the inside of this Vantage. Into Rivage. He's going to come across, takes the line, shuts the door there, that 37. Can we go to the inside on No Name? Looks like the Aston's going to look at the Ford. He's going to go around the outside. He is! That Aston's an absolute baller. 58 Ford's a bit slow. I'm going to take advantage of that as well. Right up behind now. I'm not going to make a move into Pouon. Not really the place I want to do it. So look at the cornering speed of the other guys through Pouon. I can't do that. A little bit of AI grip coming into there, coming into it again. I think just a little bit of a shame, but we won't focus on that too much. Now into the Fagnes chicane. Oh, I overshot that big time. I'm going to try and take a late apex. Try and get a decent run as possible out of this left-hander. Now into Stavlo 1. 3rd gear again. Aim for these bollards on the inside. Throttle nice and early there. So early, I actually got a little bit of oversteer. Not a great run through Stavlo 2 though. A little bit of time to relax now. I want to try and get into the slipstream with this Aston, which is absolutely storming away from me. Come back, dude. I want to play. No one in my little TV that I can see, which is good. Going to be a little bit of a lift through here. First time through, only a small one. Car slides a little bit. We keep it under control though. And now we're going to brake very hard down to the bus stop. Seems to be a bit of an instant overhead. Nowhere for me to go. I managed to avoid everyone just then. I have no idea how, but that was scary. Oh, bit of contact from the left there. Hey, dude. Be friendly. Okay, we're good. No one behind us that I can see. 1 lap down then, 4 to go. What an interesting start that was. Spa always delivers action, no doubt about that. And of course today I am in the Ford GTE car, which was recommended to me in the comment section. Apparently this is one of the better cars in the press build. I'll be inside this GTE. Cheers mate, see you later. I must say it shows. This is a lot better, a lot more promising than what I had in that GT1 car, I can tell you that for now. It feels like it's not quite to the same level, but it feels like a mix of Assetto Corsa and iRacing, which is no bad thing. It's a very good thing. There's still a couple of weird things that I'm not quite 100% sure about. AI again having a bit of fun in front of us. For example, the car, you get sort of weird twitching on turn-ins sometimes. That might just be my my inputs, might be the setup of the car, but it does feel a bit weird in the force feedback too. Force feedback is actually unchanged from yesterday. The same force feedback I used in the GT1, and just goes to show the difference between the two in terms of quality and well, where this one is in terms of the GT1, in terms of it being finished. So that's pretty cool to see. See if we can do anything with this Aston down here. Again, pull on. I just haven't got that same speed through there. Look at that big wash at the front there. I need to slow down a bit more going to there. I think the car just really is not enjoying that part of the circuit. Maybe I'm just not set up for that. Saying that, I'm running the baseline setup, so hey ho. But that is again another testament to how much better this car is than the GT1. Is with the GT1 I spent, and I'm not lying here, I've got no reason to lie, you know, I think 3 or 4 hours, I think it was nearer to 4 in the end, trying to set up the force feedback, trying to get to a point where I could drive the car well around the circuit. With this I got in it and I could do that instantly, which is I think a testament to how much more sense it makes in terms of driving. Again, I said yesterday, there's this weird fallacy in the sim racing world that if something is more difficult then it's more sim. Not at all. that doesn't count. It has to make sense. That's what makes it more of a simulation in my mind. If it makes sense what you expect from the real world counterpart, then that's good, and this Ford GT is a very big step in that direction. Another lap completed. I've got to say, this game's running pretty nicely in VR too. Hopefully it's a good experience for you guys. Oh, we've got a bit of an incident up ahead. Car's slow. Oh Jesus, okay, so cars aren't above still getting stuck, it seems, on the inside. I'm just want to slow down and not take too much. That Corvette has been absolutely wrecked. Hey! Dude, I was slowing down. That Ford GT took advantage of that. No, mate. I'm not happy with that. Yeah, that's right. I'll drag you down the hill now. The AI is still a little bit clumsy, it seems. Still tripping each other up over a little bit, which is not going to change because this is still the same build as I drove before. I'm told again in the comments that that's been fixed in more recent versions. But guys, I have a sort of semi-serious... Oh, hello.
Start thinking about your defense.
Hello, fake Jeff. Good to see you, mate. But I have a proposition for anyone who actually has the most current build of Project Cars 2. If you're comfortable giving me your login details, I will do a review on the most recent build, or I will play the most recent build, because I want to give this game fair representation as much as the next person. But I can only do so much when I've got this press build. Of course, there's no obligation for anyone to do that. Just, I guess, a proposition for anyone who might be interested. If you are interested, then either tweet me or something and we'll try and work something out. But anyway, now we'll go back to this video. I'm back to driving this thing. And again, the force feedback. Whereas in the GT1, I was not really feeling a lot of the stuff going on. Here, I'm aware very much of where the car is sliding, whereabouts it's sliding from, and then that's communicated to me in the force feedback, which is very nice and a lot better than that Toyota yesterday, which is a shame. I'm looking forward to driving that GT. Apparently, again, I'm just going off a lot of what I'm hearing in the comments, because I'm not a member, or I'm not really an active member on the Slightly Mad forums at all, so I don't really know all the ins and outs, and frankly, it's not really up to me to know a lot of that when doing a first impressions anyway. If I'm doing an in-depth review, then sure, I'd have to research all that, but with this sort of video where I'm just driving and giving you a pure opinion piece, it's not up to me to do that. And again, it's a shame we have this press version and not a more up-to-date version. So again, just a little bit of a blend. See, that's where the car handles a little bit weird. You see that big slide through there? I don't expect that. I expect this car has quite a bit of downforce in the rear. I expect it to be a lot more planted than that. But that's my only sort of downside today. We're actually doing quite well, I think. I'm not quite sure what place we're in right now, but we're going to try and get another place coming up to the source here. We've just got the acceleration, it seems, on the Corvette next to us, which is good. Coming on to, I think it's lap 4 now. Oh, Corvette turns in. All right, dude. That wasn't very friendly. Problem with VR, though, when that sort of thing happens, is that I've tried to turn off as much of the head movement as possible. There are still settings that I have yet to find, it seems. But when that happens, I get a big jolt in VR, but of course my body doesn't move, so it's quite like, and that happens. Oh, Jimmy, taking too much speed through Radion again there. I think we're in 4th place, though. We might have a chance of winning this thing. Maybe we should have a go at this, shall we? I'm trying to have a look. I'm not sure of anything with my wheels to my position. I can't actually see it from here because the Oculus super sampling isn't... Well, it's okay. It's okay. It runs alright at the moment. Again, I'm not sure if it's 100% optimised, but right now I think I'm getting a pretty good frame rate. I'm not sure what frame rate I'm getting. It feels smooth enough. I'd say we're probably going around 45 right now, as opposed to the 90, but it feels smooth enough anyway. Hopefully it's good for you guys as well. No name. Such a challenging corner, that one. Third gear feels better through there. Now, I'm actually losing a lot of time through here. This is where I think the AI really show that sort of having different grip to the player. Because you go through here, look at this. AI initially has a lot more grip, although saying that, this time around it wasn't quite as noticeable. Maybe I'm just driving badly. That's always a factor. Oh, we've got a car coming up behind in the mirrors now. Of course, we're going to be gained a bit through Pouon because we're slow through there. What is that? I think that's a Corvette. Hard to sort of tell. Again, in the mirrors as I'm looking right at it. The mirror resolution is worse than the actual resolution on screen as well. You guys can probably pick it out from watching the footage back, but I can't.
That's your best sector 2 time so far today. Great.
Thank you, Fake Jeff. Oh, getting on that curb on the inside there. That was bad. Now it's going to let the guy behind me have a run on me. Looking in the mirrors, he's getting a bit closer. Haven't quite got the speed going uphill here, it feels like. Again, small end of the throttle there. Sorry, my pedal cam is on right now. Doesn't like to work with VR. Oh, that's an Aston behind me, I think. Oh no, overshot. Overshot. No, it's a Corvette. I was right the first time. Side by side now. Just got the better acceleration, it seems. Top speed isn't there, but acceleration is. I think we're on to the last lap now.
Just at your own personal best fastest lap. Keep it up.
Nice fight all the way. Here comes the Corvette barreling him. All right, dude. Switchback, boy. See you later. This GT will look pretty second-hand by now. Yeah, AI are probably the scariest thing in this. They're still on 40% aggression. Actually, I think they're on 39. I don't know why they're on 39, but I put them to 40 and didn't quite put them on 40. So, like, that stuff shouldn't be happening, frankly. But that's something that I hope can be changed fairly easily. Physics is something that are a bit more built in. Right in the slipstream now. Duck out. Not quite close enough to anything there, but that draft there really came into its own. Oh, I feel like I'm in the wrong gear. Don't spin. Damn it, that was close. Do have traction control on, but it can only do so much. Oh, a big lock up there. You can see the cloud of smoke from my little TV. Easy to the inside. Softly, good. Okay. Now, this is the weakest part of the circuit for me. AI are quite a good matchup in this difficulty, it seems. I'm having a good race of them. They're a little bit leery, but aside from that, they're actually racing pretty decently. After the first couple of laps. You notice on the first couple of laps there's some weirdness like that Ford was braking in a straight line, but oh my god, the brakes, I think I've cooked them. Or I've cooked the tyres or something. Need to be a lot closer than this, and we're going to have a go at this Aston to the last part of the circuit. I just can't get the car. Come on, throttle early. Nice and wide here, in, softly, watch out for that curb. Use all the runoff on the exit there. Screw it, mate. Last lap, I think, anyway. I haven't got a lap counter out right now, so I'm actually counting laps just as I go round. I think we're going to be close enough to anything here. Oh, nice run, though, through Blanchimont. About as much brakes as I can put in. Big lock of the brakes there. Come on! Come on! Oh, yeah, boy! We got him! It was slow through there. Took full advantage of it. And there you go. Race over. I think we came in third place. I'm not entirely sure. I guess we'll find out. We came... No, we didn't come third. Where did we go? Oh, man. I thought we were fighting for like, the lead there. Where were we? Oh, then we came 7th. Okay. Well, 7th is almost third, right? Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. That was quite fun to do. That was a lot more fun than doing the GT1 video. If you did enjoy that video, make sure to hit that like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit subscribe to be notified of future videos. This is weird talking to a camera without actually being able to see it. Take care, guys. Have an awesome day. See you all next time. And I wanted to drive this car. Oh, hello. We've got a bit of a traffic jam coming up. Looks like there's been an incident. Let's truck her on the outside. Dead? There's a Ford GT stuck there, and that has basically stopped the race. That has basically... Hello, guys. Oh, GG that video, I guess.